They say in space, no one can hear you scream. But the marbles here today at the Stardust Accelerator are going to try to give you something to shout about. Welcome everyone to this revamped circuit. I'm Greg Woods, as we are at the home of Team Galactic. Don't worry, there's air here, we're not weightless. The mothership has landed, and it has brought with it a load of fans that are here in the stands today. Oh yeah, and that accelerator is working. A huge revamp of this circuit over the last couple of years. Oh, and who can conserve energy and momentum through this Grand Prix? Well, we're about to find out. Red Eye on pole, where we've seen that marble often, it seems like, or at least battling up on that front row. Not so for the likes of Pinky Panther. Best qualifying of the entire season, starting in third on the second row. And hey, Galactic not in fifth. Starry will start in fourth. You see the right-hander that awaits them as we get ready. Lights are on. And we're rolling. Red Eye and Wuspy go into the turn, but Wuspy's already lost a spot. Mocha is into the lead from 7th place. Bounding off the walls, we see a pass there. That is Tumult that gets by as they shoot through the accelerator for the first time. Lots of marbles taking that inside line as we head through these wormholes. Who comes out in front on the other side? We've not seen a direct comparison of which way is faster. It is Arup battling for Tumult and the lead. Wuspy hanging in third spot. Is that Billy up there? Yes, Billy in fourth, battling with Mocha. Here comes Mocha with a nice draft down that backstretch and across the line to come up the belt. Mocha will start this lap in fourth. A gap developing in the meantime between Tumult and Arup, and Mocha with a dive bomb move averted there from Billy. Wuspy and Smoggy coming next, and it's Speedy, Starry, Minty Fresh, who started dead last, and Royal in the top 10. Pinky Panther all falling down to 12th after that amazing qualifying. Here comes a charge through the wormholes. We've not seen any passing there. I don't know that it's wide enough to do so, but look at how that accelerator flays the field. Through the far turn, Tumult will cross the line first. This is an 11-lap race. It's a long lap at that, and right on cue, we see how long? 31.367 for Smoggy from the Hazers. It's Tumult and Arup, though, who are out in front as we see bringing up the back of the field. That's Jelle up behind Crush, who's behind Alpine. Oh, Orangin all the way down there in 17th. Oh, hard hit of that attenuator right there. I'm not sure who that was as the camera cut away. Here's Billy, side by side with Arup coming out of those tubes, and Billy from the Green Ducks has the lead. Arup, then it's Smoggy, and a train developing from Mocha, Tumult, Starry, Speedy, and Glimmer. Here comes Royal. That was a pass right before the line there, I believe. We just saw it briefly. Oh, difficulty for Crush getting onto that conveyor belt. And is in dead last as a result. Can't fall too much farther than that. But look at this lead that Billy has amassed. Oh, it actually goes too sharp into the turn. We've seen several marbles do this. I think that sense of anticipation of trying to get going is getting the best of them. They opt for that inside line at the split, and they end up bounding right over the divider and heading into the far lane. That widens the turn. It's not the quickest way around. We'll have to see how that develops and if these marbles can rein it in as we begin to settle in now toward the midway point of this race. Billy's lead is huge, but the battle beyond that is an intriguing one. Arup, Tumult, Mocha. Speedy is also trying to stay with them. You see the back of the field now. And Red Eye all the way back into 15th spot. My goodness, we're not used to this. Here's another battle developing coming out of those tubes. As we get another fastest lap. This time, it's reset by a wide margin. It's Billy with a 29.566. The lead over Arup is over 3.5 seconds. Now, we saw some almighty splits in qualifying between the fastest and the slowest marbles. Massive gaps that we are so not used to in Marbula 1. It's a testament to the difficulty of this track because it has so many different elements. You see some marbles now that are finally getting into that rhythm of just going to the outside there because it's so tough to rein in speed as you try to go to the inside. But that was a nice move there from Crush, who is battling with Alpine, who does make that stick. Through lap 7 now, the lead has grown to 5.5 seconds for Billy from the Green Ducks. Billy's previous best finish came in the first Grand Prix that Billy competed in. That was at Sleet Street, and a finish of 13th. Now, still, a few laps to go here, so you got to keep that speed going. But in the meantime, we haven't seen a ton of changes and close battles now as the field begins to spread out. As I say that, coming down the backstretch, that was a nice charge, I think, from Pinky Panther. Orangin, I know, was in the middle of it, but I think Pinky Panther just gained a few spots. This is also a good battle there. You see Speedy going to the inside, trying to get around Smoggy and Glimmer, and coming across the line here. All of these marbles are 10 seconds behind Billy. If you look farther back, 15, 16 seconds across 8 laps. That's 2 seconds a lap. That is pretty astounding. As we take a peek farther back, there is Orangin from the Orangers, absolutely struggling. Bumble right behind. Crush still in last place, trying to get the speed boost off the Accelerator. As we see a wide look at the field, Billy has crossed the line with just a couple of laps remaining. What is the gap to Arup, who comes across now? It stayed about the same in that 5.5 to 6 second range. Tumult farther back than 7 seconds. Mocha, who came up from 7th place. That was a fine start, by the way. We'll have to check that out in replay because that was pretty amazing. Tumult, in the meantime, came from 5th and is sitting up in 3rd spot. Smoggy, who's there in 5th, came all the way back from 14th at the start. You see the planets rotating as these marbles circle round and round. The Stardust Accelerator, that was a nice use of momentum and energy, speaking of that Newton's Cradle at the beginning, that saw Orangin make a couple of moves. I believe that gap stayed around 5 seconds in the meantime as we are on the penultimate lap. Here we see Billy entering the Accelerator, opting for that middle line, getting the speed boost, and doing the same thing, just careening over the divider, entering on what is, I think, an early apex in that turn. There is Crush, battling with Bumble. As we take a peek farther up the order, this is Arup and Tumult, Smoggy right behind. Billy has started the final lap. What about the other podium spots? Battles going on farther back there. You see that train developing. That's Starry, who a lot of eyes have been on, but we haven't talked about all that much because Starry, who had that good starting position, has fallen back, much like Red Eye, who went to the bottom of the order, or toward the bottom of the order, and has recovered up into 9th. In the meantime, though, Billy nearing the end of this lap and the end of this race, and what a peerless performance it was. There we see the battle for 2nd and 3rd. Arup and Tumult. Billy crosses the line and wins the race. In the meantime, Arup and Tumult, they come together, coming around that final turn. Who will get it across the line? And Arup holds on to 2nd spot in front of Tumult. 0.07 of a second was all the difference. Still waiting for marbles to finish. Here comes Bumble and Crush. 23 seconds in 11 laps. My goodness. Billy did not have the greatest starting position, but had a very strong early part of that race and only got stronger as it went along. And Billy did this, by the way, after starting in 15th. It was not a strong starting position, but already by lap 5, Billy had made the move a lap or two earlier and was stretching it from there. Also got fastest lap. That is 26 points. And that is awesome to see if you are a Green Ducks fan who has been perhaps frustrated at the way that things have gone over the course of this season. Here was the head-to-head battle coming out of the wormholes. But Billy taking the 3rd win in that marbles career here in Marbula 1. The kid stands on the top step of the podium. Tumult and Arup also pretty happy with their finishes too. Tumult had finishes of 11th, 17th, and 15th. Not ideal for where they wanted to be. Arup, in the meantime, 3rd place back at Tumult Turnpike, but had gone 9th and 4th since then. Comes from 9th to finish on the podium here. Beneath that mysterious, swirling galaxy globe, we find ourselves headed off to the next round of Marbula 1. But in the meantime, our game got its update with Story Mode. I'm pretty much there joining you in your quest for victory at Jelle's Marble League. Follow the link in the video's description to get that game on Steam. As we take a look at our current standings now, dead even, Red Eye is the individual champion leader in front of Clutter and Royal. Orangin 4 points back, and then Arup Starry also in the hunt, but you see a lot more red. Those marbles cannot win the championship anymore. They are statistically eliminated. So 26 marbles remain in contention. Crazy Cat's Eyes still hold the lead despite a less than stellar performance from Red Eye. The Orangers in second place. Balls of Chaos have jumped up into third. There could be a lot of twists and turns still remaining in this season. Where will it go from here? Billy has now won a race in every season of Marbula 1. Who will put their name in the win column next? 8 rounds down in the Marbula 1 season, and we hope that you will join us for all of the remaining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until next time, so long.